Good morning and welcome to today's broadcast. We're going to be looking at essential tips or essential ways of being able to self-soothe as an adult. Now, yesterday we talked about how we, through childhood abuse, how we can recognise the different areas of our life where we need to reparent. Part of learning to reparent is being able to self-soothe to help regulate our emotions. When we were kids and the abuse was happening, we had the whole sensation of what's called eternity thinking. So with eternity thinking, as a child, we don't know time, we haven't experienced time. And with the abuse, it felt like to us that it was going to go on and on for forever. Okay? So what we need, this is one part of what we need to do and what we can work on in our day-to-day life, is experiencing that we are the adult. It's not going to go on for forever, and taking away the eternity thinking in order that I can recognize what I'm feeling today and how I want to go about soothing myself where my emotions are, all over the shop. My name's Linda. I'm a trauma recovery coach, and I do these videos to help educate the public in ways that we can help ourselves through recovery. Now, what you can do is take some notes. Anything that stands out for you, make a note of it and take it to your therapist or your trauma recovery coach and work with them according to what stage of recovery you're in, and get a personalised strategy in order to keep the next part that you need to do and experience in place. Okay, so today, here are our 9 essentials for self-soothing. And if you can say that really quickly, you're a legend, because I've got no hope. Okay, so I want you to think about when the warning siren is going off in your mind and it's blasting away, it's the amygdala going, you're not safe, run, run, run. And we all have, fight, flight, fright, or freeze. And there's actually a fawn response too when the amygdala goes off. So what I want you to do is either print out this list or take a screenshot of it, and what I'll do is put it in the comments down below and in the newsfeed of the page so that you can screenshot it easily. And it's one way of you going, right, I need to regulate my emotions because they've gone out of whack at the moment. Either I've been triggered or I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I want to go through my list and I want to see how I'm feeling and what would be an appropriate way to help myself learn to emotionally regulate, plus teach my brain how to emotionally regulate. Okay? Now, we do the screenshot because during those times it's hard to think clearly and be motivated when we're upset and tense. So another reminder that you can have in place is to remind yourself each morning what you're going to do if your emotions become unregulated throughout the day. Okay? So as you remind yourself to do these things, you're doing it with consistency, you're making a commitment to yourself, and you're having the courage to face the things that you need to change. And we all do that, okay? I've had to do that, and I still continue to do that with each stage of recovery. So when the warning signal is blaring away and it feels like danger, get some physical activity happening. I notice this especially during freeze times and my brain feels like it's stuck and it's looping. Going and just sitting on the bike at gym really, really helps change things up. It gets more oxygen into our system, gets the blood flowing, and it really does help the brain shift. So when it feels like sadness or hurt, think more of soothing yourself with a cuppa I mean, sometimes you can just sit down and you've taken yourself away from whatever it is and you're making a cuppa. So you're putting your body in motion. And if you're like me and like coffee, the smell of the coffee, you know, it ignites the senses and it's like, oh, this is good. Pat a pet. I find sitting down with my cuddly cat is definitely soothing. Bake an apple pie. That doesn't mean go bake a literal apple pie. It means that if you like to cook, get in the kitchen and cook, because the movement, the smell, the atmosphere, it all helps shift your senses. Watch the sunset. Or, if you're really brave, get up and watch the sunrise. It's actually a really, really beautiful thing to do. Listen to meditation music or an inspirational song and sing. The latest one at the moment is from, what's it called? Oh, he's gone. The Greatest Showman. And it's just fantastic. And if I can think of the name of the song, I'll put it down below. But a lady in group told me the other day, and it was just amazing. Very, very inspirational. Oh, another one that came out that was everyone's fight song was the one called Fight Song. And that was really good, very empowering. So you want to get that whole energy flowing through you and you're going to go, yes, and this is my fight song and we can do this, okay? So you're learning to encourage yourself as well. Rock your body. Oh, look, I can tell you when I become aware that emotionally I'm getting a bit uneasy if I'm in a shopping centre and I start rocking. Then I get to tune into my emotions and go, okay, what's happening? What do I need to do? What do I need to tell myself to feel comfortable? And go through a whole process. And it's good. I used to carry a little Scentsy sachet around with me to smell because it was a smell that I had at home. That helped as well. So think of things like this. Essential oils will help as well. Now, I had to put this in, okay? Taste of chocolate. Doesn't mean you eat 3 bars, but the taste of chocolate for some of us can be very soothing. Yes, I eat keto, and my chocolate now comes in having chocolate protein. So ditch the sugar. But there's no way about it. A taste of chocolate is very soothing to the soul. Or whatever your favourite is. Now, be with a friend or a family member who is safe and soothing. Now, if you can't be with them, phone them. Learn to use Facebook Messenger video chat, FaceTime, etc., etc., because it's really, really valuable to you to know that you've got somebody you can reach out that can just listen and hold the space for you. And I have a friend who has that really calm persona. I always get up and go, let's do this. And she's very calm and peaceful. And I ring her and we end up having a great chat. Even when I felt like things just couldn't get any worse, we end up having a great chat. So have that special someone who understands that sometimes you've got to need to talk it out. But remember, with complex PTSD, the best thing we can do is take action. All right? And science has proved that. And specialists have proved that, greater minds than mine, have proved that talk therapy with complex PTSD is not the complete answer. And neither is going back over the past, okay? What we focus on gets magnified. So what we want to do is focus on being well. The rest will come up anyhow. Create self-soothing experiences. They will involve more than one sense, okay? And include an overall feeling of valuing yourself. When I first started going to gym, my body was so tight and tense from decades of hypervigilance. And so if I pushed myself too hard at gym, and believe me, pushing myself too hard at gym was like, making it to 10 minutes, all right? My muscles would ache. So what I would do was have a bubble bath, and the senses and the overwhelming feeling of value and feeling good about myself was just wonderful. In Australia, we have a product called Radox, and it's Epsom salts with beautiful, I was going to say flavours, you don't eat the stuff, with beautiful scents, okay? They have these beautiful scents in them, so when you get in the bath, it's just like, oh, it's beautiful. And the Radox gel, okay, it just makes your body feel good. And if you just have a shower and you have one of those loofah sponges and you put the Radox gel on that, it actually feels really nice and soothing on your body. So go for that, all right? I don't know the equivalent in America or England, but find something like that. It's just divine, and it does relax you. And getting our muscles untensed from years of hypervigilance is a bonus, all right? Other things you can do is have your favourite drink and an audiobook, or these days, get into a podcast that inspires you, because then you've got your hearing engaged, your taste engaged. And if you sit outside and do it, obviously not in winter in Chicago, because I can't even imagine how cold it is over there, but sit somewhere where it feels lovely and cozy. Once upon a time would have been bed for me, but look, I only go to bed to sleep these days. I spend too long there being unwell. Okay, so really your objective is to combine a few senses, 2 or 3, and come up with a solution that would suit you, that would help you soothe and emotionally regulate, okay? So if you're feeling disappointed with yourself, perform an act of kindness. When I first started doing this, it terrified the living daylights out of me, because an act of kindness can simply mean setting your intention that when you go shopping, you're going to smile at people. Yeah, for us, that's terrifying, all right? And I want you to remember, when we've been through trauma, science has proven that our DNA carries it, all right? So people who haven't had trauma, their DNA isn't affected. So saying to them, go smile at everyone, they're like, yeah, too easy. For us, it's a whole different kettle of fish. But it's something that we can set our intent to do, and we can carry it out, all right? Sweating with anxiety and all. Also, if you want a really safe place, you can jump in a group and encourage other people. That does work. And you're at home in a safe space, all right? If you have uncomfortable feelings, organise or clean your house. My feelings aren't that uncomfortable. I kid. For me, I do have a house that's organised regularly. I can't live with disorganisation myself. I find it incredibly, that makes my emotions become very irregular. So that's one thing for me. But writing, journaling, I do morning and night. Okay, I find that it helps. Playing and laughing will also help. So get in and have some fun. Focus on your meaning or sense of purpose, because this can help you let go of the less important things. Okay, this is super, super, super important. When we've been abused, and I often struggle to find the right words, it's so overwhelming that we come to believe or sense that we've got to take care of everything in the world, okay? And as we come down through that, we begin to be able to see our one role in the world, all right? It does take time, but me giving this information to you, I'm hoping that for you, you can let go of the overwhelm more quickly than I've been able to, and just come into a space where you can get rid of the thoughts that say you've got to take control and let them go, okay? And just focus on today. Now, prayer and meditation can help in this area. Now, I have a client who does a meditation on YouTube every single night when she's going to sleep, and it has helped her sleep a lot more, okay? So it's a suggestion. It's free, so go for it. Find one that suits you, or if you've got the kind of brain that needs it changed up each night, do a different one each night. Personally, I find that someone talking while I'm trying to go to sleep on the nights that I can't helps me. So I'll just put my phone on and put on an inspirational speaker from YouTube. You could also do that with podcasts as well. I suppose it's easy for me because I'm single, so I don't have to worry about annoying anyone. But I find that it's better to do that than to have a TV on or anything. And what I find is someone talking means that I listen to them and I don't engage with all the looping that's going on in my brain, stopping me from sleeping. And prayer. Now, there's no way that you have to know how to pray. Some prayers start with, well, I really don't know how to pray. And I don't know how to pray about this. Prayer is something that comes from your heart and soul. It's not from your mind. It's not manipulative. It's a genuine chat to God from my heart about how I'm feeling at the moment and what I want to know about my purpose, where I'm going, what's happening, how can I bless others, etc., etc. Just speaking up from my heart. Sometimes it's pain I need to get out of my heart. Sometimes it's absolute joy. And all of this is a conversation that you're having with God, okay? So I want to leave that with you today and bless you. And it's Friday today here in Brisbane, Australia. Remember to take your notes to your therapist. Make a note to take your notes to your therapist. Remember to screenshot the list so that you've got it on hand. And remember to make a conscious effort to become aware of when your emotions aren't regulating. All right, blessings and dreams. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.